Looks like everything's all set here. So, for those of you who were not able to be with us last night, I know what you're all thinking. What are we doing back in Yulmore? Well, we actually won a very hard-fought battle here in Yulmore, and we deprived this place of Lord Vothri, who, as I had been suspecting for a long time, was in fact a Sin Eater himself, and the final Light Warden that we need to defeat. But before we can get there, we are going to be helping out the locals in Yulmore who have been duped this entire time, and basically ended up getting brainwashed by Lord Vothri due to this game's version of Soylent Green. And so, that's exactly what we're going to do tonight as we help out the locals. So hey there, Shima, Miguel, Elizabeth, and Tim and Wayne. It's been a while. Good to see you again, and good to have you all with us, as well as everyone else. So, greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novaura Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So, we're going to go ahead. We have the main quest here to continue on with, but we were blocked out from it last night because we did not meet the point requirement. So, I took the opportunity to get a few roulettes taken care of, and so as you now see, of the nearly 33 million points I need to get to level 79, we're about a third of the way there. So we're going to continue on doing with side quests here in Yulmore. We helped out a couple of people last night, and so we're going to continue to do the same again tonight. So, let's start heading on down. Because yeah, we went to the top floor and we went to the ground floor, but we never saw if there was anyone in the middle floor who needed to get a quest taken care of. And wouldn't you know it, there's someone in here. Yeah, I had a feeling there would be. Now here's my question. Where is the... here it is. Now I want to give this a jump a go here to try and get the lookout. Of course, it would help if I actually did jump. That would be a good idea. That would be very nice. Yeah, I want to give it a couple of goes here, and if I don't get it, I'll just talk to this Yulmoran soldier and be done with it. But yeah, I had to, things didn't go so well today on my first day of work on account of the fact that I ended up banging my hand against the sharp metal ledge in the archive where I work, so yeah, I cut it pretty bad. Not painful, but it was still bad. You know what else is bad? Me trying to jump. That's also bad. That is also bad. Yeah, like, how can I do a jump if I'm not even willing to try it? Alright. Now. Go this time! Oh, I just overshot it! Oh! Alright, now I know it can be done. Yeah, I know it can be done. I just need to actually legit jump. Yeah, I probably want to time the jump a fraction later. But at least we can know it can be done. Alright, ready? And go. Wide right! Who am I at? Who am I? Scott Norwood? Yeah, I'm not Scott Norwood. Alright. I'm gonna try and line up as best I can. Just long? Okay, one more try. Yeah, just a little too far long and then wide right. I mean, the distance was perfect. I just missed the angle ever so slightly. Yeah, one last try. And then I'll just keep trying off camera. Okay, line it up. And go! And I fell short. Okay. Yeah, then I jumped too soon, but yeah, I'm not going to continue to waste your time by Watching me continuously fail. So let's go ahead and speak with the Umoran soldier to take on his quest from behind this lamp entitled One Good Meal. The Umoran soldier requires some assistance in his endeavor to raise the spirits of his city's people. Haven't we met some... Oh, it's you! I saw you fight. You were so strong, so confident, but so careful not to injure any of the citizens. Maybe you'd be interested in helping out with what I'm planning. I'm a fairly decent cook, actually. I sometimes feel that it's the only thing I'm good at, and I thought it might bring people comfort to know that they could come here and get a decent meal. The trouble is, there are too many options as to what I could prepare, and I'm not much for making decisions. I would simply ask around, but civilians tend to get a bit nervous when a member of the army starts asking questions, and I don't want to cause any more distress. That being the case, would mind you asking a few people what sort of dishes might lift their spirits? I don't need the recipes, just ideas. Ideas it is. So yeah, there's someone down here at the bottom who we can ask. Chadwick over here can give us an idea. Hello there, sir. Free meals? Yes, that would certainly improve the mood around here. As to what people would enjoy, perhaps a dish that they've never had before. Though I'm not terribly familiar with anything other than Vobertide cuisine myself. I mean, they don't have anything of note over in... okay, so there's nothing at the canopy, it's all down at the bottom. And I guess we might as well just use the Aetherite once I get out there to go down to the bottom. Alright. Down to the Aetherite Plaza. And of course I went to the canopy. Of course I would do that. Yeah, forgot the Aetherite Plaza is at the top of the building, not the bottom. Okay, so where do we need to go? What the hell? Oh, okay. Alright, so we gotta go down to the southeast corner. At least I found someone. Yeah, at least I found someone. Yeah. Moshe Lee will be the next person we speak to. How about Calusian stew? It was a popular dish before the flood, apparently. All I really know is that it's meant to incorporate a variety of seafood, but I've always wanted to try it. Seems a shame that I've never had the traditional food in my homeland. Okay. And then... still need one more. And then there's one actually in the middle. Actually, no, it would be at the top of the Aetherite Plus, but then... okay, that's weird. Because how come the arrow led me to the down to the buttress first before coming up here? The game can be weird like that. Yeah, just randomly being weird like that. Yeah, speak with Tachawa over at the bar. Food that will lift my spirits. Velvet muffins, maybe? My mother often used to make them. Would that be what we see in front of you? Actually, no, that's fruit. Alright then. Let's go ahead and go to the... yeah, it would be the mainstay. Alright, and then the man will be right over here. Oh, you have them down. Thank you. Let me see. Yeah. Have a look. Velvet muffins, Calusian stew. I've made those for my patrons before. I'll need fresh seafood from Stilltide, but that shouldn't be an issue. As for a dish that people in Umor haven't had before, what do you think? Have you come upon anything in your travels outside the city that people might enjoy? Nothing is so comforting as one of the mole's buzz on a chill evening. Or perhaps a relaxing cup of herbal tea to pair with the meal? Basilisk stew has always been known to increase morale. Yeah, I think we should give them something to drink too. Yes, it does sound pleasant. We can't focus solely on the food after all. I haven't had the slightest idea what an Ishgard is, but I'd certainly be willing to try brewing tea with lily bulbs. I'll prepare each of these with the care they deserve, and hopefully my fellow Umorans will find some solace in sharing a warm meal. I'm off to fetch ingredients, but before I go, here's a little something that I prepared for you as thanks. I hope it suits your taste. Well, if it's something a dragoon can use, Ovum Cordon Bleu, and it is something dragoons can use. Well done, sir. You chose very wisely. Alright, let's go back down to the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and start taking quests down here. By beginning with this forlorn free citizen and taking on his quest entitled Little and Late. The forlorn free citizen casts an imploring gaze about the room, catching your eye. At last, eye contact. I know not why, but the other papas who have passed through avoided my gaze most intently. Dreadfully ill-mannered, the lot of them. I think they ought to be grateful for the opportunity to complete this task for me. An opportunity that is now yours. In short, I require that you locate my manservant who has served me faithfully for several years. He had recently displeased me in adding a touch too much milk in my afternoon tea, and alas, I am thinking he pushed him into the sea. Yeah, that was a bit too far. I feel somewhat contrite about that now that my mind has been free of Volthy's influence, of course. Particularly as I've found myself entirely incapable of lacing my boots without assistance and will be forced to wear these hideous shoes every returns. Yeah, you're getting what you deserve. Searching for him myself is quite out of the question, naturally. If I could remember his name, I suppose I might call it out, but as matters stand, I'm afraid I shall have to rely on you to seek him in my stead. The young man is a mistel of considerable stature, with rather long hair. I do hope he's been keeping it well groomed while he's away. I imagine he might be found weeping in the derelicts or some such. When you locate him, please do convey my apologies for having acted in such haste, and tell him, lest there be any doubt, that I should be delighted to have him return to my service. And if he says no? Yeah, if he says no, then what? How will you get by? Oh, come on. It looked like he was over here? Yeah, I did see a glimpse. Would be bodyguard. Yeah. Can you help me? No, I'm afraid I haven't cut my hair recently. Though if you believe your employer would not be able to tell the difference, I would be happy to accept the role. I'm good at swimming. Yeah, we didn't even notice the short hair on him. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep looking around for him. See if he turns up anywhere. It also seems like the people's spirits are a little bit higher around here, now that things have changed for the better, I guess. Yeah, where is this guy? Yeah, also we still need to figure out a way to get to that lookout, too. Okay, so it wouldn't be there. Oh, that actually might work. But I'll have to come back to that. Okay, yeah, not hiding in here at all. Did you come inside? Oh, belongs to you, okay. It's like, is that a merchant? Yeah, go back up to keep looking. Yeah, where would this guy be? Can't walk in directly. And in fact, it seems like it's not possible at all. Yeah, where is this young man? Yeah, not hiding around here. Like, do I literally have to jump into the water to get him? No, I'm blocked off. Okay, then. Where is this kid? Because, yeah, I see another possibility of an aetheryte. Yeah, the arrows are pointing me to the northeast. Yeah, I see the one pointing right away to the northeast. I don't even notice the one going southeast either. Yeah, it seems like the game's having a troll night. Okay, let's start looking around here. If he is down by the shoreline. Come on, guy. A Hume? Okay. And these are the only two spots I can look. Well, let's just get that out of the way now. Yes, he does sound like the sort of fellow who might mistake a Hume for a Stella, I agree. But I'm afraid I've never set foot above. There's a man to the south who matches the description, though. He may be the one you're looking for. I hope you're right about that. Oh, yep. Here we go. Yeah. Young man, you certainly picked a weird way to find yourself in a position where you go missing. How can I help you? Well, you can help me by doing this. Rather, yes, it is certainly you whom you seek. But the master regrets casting into the sea does come as a surprise, however. For a blessing, I was rescued by some kind-hearted Ondo who happened to be in the area. However, I did feel compelled to offer them my spear in return. Spear? Tragic though it is, given that the master primarily valued me for my services as a bodyguard, it would be quite impossible for me to return to his employ now. Yes, it is out of the question, I'm afraid. Please give him my regrets, and tell him that I will miss him dearly. Yeah. Little and late indeed. Yeah, because to do something like that for such a triviality... Well, it kind of says it all, doesn't it? Yeah, that would scare anyone away from working for someone like that. Alright. Also, I realized I went back to the Aetheryte Plaza, didn't I? It's gonna take a long time for me to get used to this. Back down to the bottom. It is gonna take me a long time to get used to this. Hello there, citizen. I got bad news. Why has he not returned with you? Because he doesn't want to come back. Oh dear, I dare say that spear was his only possession. But to replace it is a simple matter, and I shall do so forthwith, now that I know where he may be found. I depart. Do accept this as recompense for your services. It is but a pittance to me, I assure you. Now I must make haste. He did say that he missed me dearly. I shall have to ask for his name this time. But yeah, he doesn't want to work for you again. He doesn't want to work for you anymore. Alright, let's make our way down to the far end, because there is someone who can give us a quest. And it'll be this debonair dame. So let's go ahead and speak with her to take on her quest entitled Of Legacies Lost and Reclaimed. The debonair dame has lost something of great importance. Pardon the imposition, but I am in desperate need of your assistance. I lost several pieces of jewelry that are ever so dear to my heart in the commotion, and have been quite unable to locate them. I've been searching for a tiara emblazoned with my house's crest, an engraved necklace, and an amethyst ring.
As you might guess, each is a family heirloom. I know not where I dropped them out of my wits as I was at the time, but they cannot have vanished into thin air. They must be in the city somewhere, if only I had the faintest inkling of where to look. Please, might I beg your help? I would give anything to have them returned safely to me.
Alright, so start looking. Yeah, going to the northwest first. So we'll go ahead and take a left. Oh, hold on. Yep, I do see something. The ring. Yeah, probably as purple as Shinji's outfit. Yeah, probably as purple as his kimono is. And nothing outside that's left, so yeah, we'll go ahead and go upstairs. And in we go. And let's find those stairs. Okay. So I guess this was... If we just keep walking, we'll eventually run into it. Then again... Oh no, it's gonna be right on the stairs. So at least we know where the tiara is. So let's get on up there. And right at the door. Yeah, right at the doorway. Alright, now let's run back down. Because yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time dropping back down to the bottom again. Especially since we have to take a turn anyway. Yeah, because my mind is going to just continue thinking the plaza's down at the bottom when it's not at the bottom, it's at the top. Yeah, this is a habit I'm going to need to kick at some point. Okay, made it back down to the ground floor. Yeah, let's go ahead and follow this Dark Knight here. And give the dame back what she needs.
Were you able to locate any of my heirlooms?
I located them all. There you go.
Oh my, you found all three. There can be no mistake. Seek but to serve is inscribed here, you see. It was my family's motto long before we came to Yulmore. My grandmother taught me its meaning, that we ought always love others before ourselves, aid the poor and the downtrodden. And I see with clarity now, that spirit that those of us in Yulmore have been lacking and which we must reclaim. Like my ancestors, like you, we must learn to care for others regardless of the benefit to ourselves. I know not how I can possibly thank you enough for this, but please believe me that you have my eternal gratitude.
And I appreciate that. Okay, so now that just leaves 3 quests over here. I won't be accidentally taking myself back up to the top in order to do any of these quests, will I? Okay, let's hit the one up to the left first. Yeah, speak with Zoid Shore over here. Yeah, for being in the derelicts, he's certainly found a fancy throne. Let's go ahead and speak with him for his quest entitled The Invisible Hand. The Mistel perched on the elegant chair before you looks as if she could teach you a thing or two. And also, this is a girl?
Greetings, sinner. If you're wondering about the chair, a little perk of my trade is getting to keep the odd luxury good for myself. I'm a provider, you see.
Yeah, are we sure it's a she? Because this Mistel has male face paint, not female.
Think of me like a merchant, except I don't set up shop. I just figure out what people need and make sure they get it. Now, it seems to me what you need is an interesting way to occupy your time, and I can provide that. And in return, you'll bring me back some information. Sound fair?
Alright.
It's a deal. Now, as I said, I need information. Lots of it. Things like what just happened here. They change on the status quo, you see, and that changes demand. People may need more of things, want less of others. Now I have to make sure that I get the right goods in the right quantities, else it's a waste of my time, and that's where you come in. You'll ask around here in the derelicts, then come back and tell me what's in demand. Of course, you can't always trust people to tell you what they need, or even to know it's come to that. Now you've got your prudent folks, but you've also got your melodramatic fools, and those who can't add two and two to save their lives. Make sure you mind what sort you're talking to.
Alright. Well, one is conveniently located over here, Bostelo.
Typically when Zoe asks, I tell her we need some firewood, a few foodstuffs and glue. But not, you know, a whole lot of glue. Now, not more firewood, but not less either. And I'm not sure about the rest.
Yeah, I think that was mistaken identity also. 'Cause yeah, how can he call it a girl when it has a guy's face paint? When it has a guy's cat tats? Yeah, let's head on over to Mathesol to get his information. Well, since you're asking, I could certainly do with some extra glue. There's a lot of damage here. As for how much, about twice what I normally use, I'd say. Seems like a lot of people need glue. Alright. Yeah, it seems like glue is the #1 thing to get one's hand on. So let's make our way back over to the other side. If for no other reason than the fact that I want to use the regular Aetheryte to warp down to the corner. And whatever you do, don't warp to the Aetheryte Plaza. Alright. And I'll make our way over to Ziabast.
Without meal, we're doomed! Doomed, I say! The price of even a single fish has skyrocketed!
Well, we know where your priorities are. And it seems that he feels like all hope is lost. There we go. Yeah, let's go back to our guy/girl. Hello there, Zoe.
So what goods shall I hunt down?
We have very little wood, lots of foodstuffs, and no glue. More firewood than usual, but less food and glue. The usual amount of firewood, but twice as much food and glue. Well, people were complaining about a lack of glue.
You don't seem too certain, and that's never a good sign. Do me a favor and ask around again, or what?
More firewood than usual, but less food and glue? Wow, really? The usual amount of firewood, but twice as much food and glue.
That's about what I expected. What with the damage caused by the chaos and the lack of meal, people are bound to need food and the materials to make repairs. Fortunately, those are both within my means to provide. Thanks for your help, and I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about the business. You really meet some characters, eh?
Including you. Yeah, especially including you. Alright, let's go on over to the other side. And then we'll go pay a visit to another Mistel. Man, there are a lot of poor Mistel out here. Let's go and speak with Toy Shear to take on his quest entitled Rebuild, Reuse, Recycle. Toy Shear could use some assistance with repair work.
Are you busy? If not, I would appreciate some help with repairing this shed. It's something of a mess at the moment. I'm low on number, but it'll take ages to get the work done if I have to stop and hunt down more materials. Can you bring me 4 solar-looking planks for the time being? Some of the wood from the old sunken ships ought to still be fit to use.
Alright. Oh, what happened to you there, Elizabeth? Is someone in your family hurt or dying or dead? Okay, so yeah. Not surprised we want to go to over there. Yeah, let's start picking up lumber. Oh, is she? Well, you're not alone in that thought process there, Elizabeth, if that's true. I'll get her for you, Elizabeth. Or I'll get him for you. You notice a glittering object wedged in the crevice between 2 boards. Extracting from its hiding place, you see that's a ring. One that has fared rather poorly in the elements. Perhaps Tway Sheeran will know to whom it belongs. Alright, still need one more piece. And it'll be right over here. Let me put my claws on. Alright, let's run back out. Yeah, might as well go over to this side. Just so that it's quicker for me to use another Aetheryte to get over to the area where we need to go. So back over to the Glory Gate. Yeah, I'm probably still a bit of ways out anyway. Alright, Tway, we got what you need.
Did you find the lumber?
Indeed I have. And a little something extra. Here you go.
What's this? A ring? Oh, this is a customs ring. They used to serve as authorization for traders to enter Yulmore. How do I know? Well, I used to work in the shipyard, as a matter of fact. Read a lot about its history at the time. Someday I'd like to build one of those old ships, make it fit to sail the world on grand adventures once again. It's a far cry from stripping the same vessels for ship materials, but a man can dream. I'll give you a portion of my pay for this job as your thanks for help. I thought about splitting my lunch with you instead, but the money is probably more portable, and considerably less ripe at this point.
Fair enough. So, yeah, our last person of interest is going to be down here, I guess? Whoa, I almost landed on fire. Yeah, we've got Swistalia and her quest, so let's go ahead and take the quest entitled Children of the Derelicts. Swistala appears to be in considerable distress.
Oh, stranger, please tell me you saw a group of 4 children while making your way here. I swear they vanished in the space of an eye blink. I've told them it's dangerous to wander about by themselves, what with the damage from the riot and the sheer drop to the ocean below, but they never listen, and now I can't find them anywhere. Will you please help me search for them? The longer they have left to their own devices, the greater the chance that they'll come to harm.
Alright, time to go and look for some kids. Some over there, and one down there. Yeah, might as well get this one on the left first. Yeah, you already established that point there, Shima. Yeah, which is why when my next video renders, I plan to do a main scenario once I go off the air tonight.
Hush, I'm hiding!
You're hiding? Oh, you're playing hide and seek? Well, if that's the case, you could have told your mama. Because now she's worried sick about you. Up and over. And then we can soon start sprinting again. Alright, let's look for these kids. Yeah, maybe down close to the shore. Dadine? Alright. Any kids hiding down here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a determined boy chilling out over here.
Tell Mother that we're not going near the ocean, so we'll be fine. And tell me if you find anyone else.
Alright, still gotta look for one more. Okay, any down to the south over here? Make sure we check on in and around every house we can. Oh, this one's boarded up. Alright, where's our other hider? Okay, we can go up here? And does that help with the search? Doesn't look like it. Whoa. Yeah, it just leads right into this house. But yeah, where are you, number 3? You chilling on a house? Yes, you are.
Eek! Oh, you aren't hit. Phew!
Alright, so yeah, I guess we can just run it out over to the 4th area. Yeah, it'll probably be faster anyway to do it this particular path. Oh, another fancy sofa. Jeez, how much do the people of Yulmore throw out? Would they be lurking on the ship at all? Because that's always a possibility. Yep. This carefree boy.
Mother wants us home, but we're playing hide and seek.
It doesn't matter. Go home. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're playing hide and seek. Yeah, I had no choice there. I had to invoke a little Dwayne Johnson. Alright, down to the bottom. Let's go ahead and find the mother and let her know that we've got their children back where they want them to be.
Oh, for the love of... But I'm glad they're safe, thank you. I may be a bit too cautious, I admit, but then you must understand we have no way of knowing what's going on above. When that monster suddenly appeared in the sky, I didn't know what to think. And what if there are more? I'm their mother, and it's my job to keep them safe, and I will. Oh, I am going to make them scrub so many pots for me.
Alright then. And you do have some brown dye for us to take, so yeah, let's help ourselves with some acorn. Yeah, it looks like the side quests are done down here for the time being, but we can always check and see if there's anything else that may need to be taken care of before we make our way back to the top to continue the main story. I'm actually shocked I didn't require normalization. Yeah, it's nice to have everyone over here joining us for another night of the continuation of the story for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Thanks so much, guys, for being here tonight. As we're trying to figure out how to get around Yulmore now. Hey there, Zero. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Alright, now I need to try and figure out how to get to that one lookout. Not this one over here, but there's another. Yeah, that one over there. I need to figure out how to get to that one. Yeah, and now that I fell off. Yeah, gotta figure a way up. Yeah, I could tell I was getting caught on the edge of the buildings there. Yeah, because there's no guarantee that even if I make this jump, I'll get to the other side, because, yeah, I keep getting my arm caught on that beam. Have you figured it out at all? Or does anyone you know figured it out? But yeah, I also really want to get that one stupid one on the second floor. Alright. Go. Ah! Like, I feel like I have the right idea if I jump to there, maybe? Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure out this, the path to get to this one lookout area, at the north of the derelicts. Of course it would help if I was actually jumping. Of course it would help if I was actually jumping. Alright. 3, 2, 1, jump. Nope, just short. Okay. Yeah, you could probably only get that from throwing yourself off the top. Okay. Alright, warp over the mainstay, and then I want to try this stupid lookout again. Like, I've gotten close, but I need to stick the landing. Shot. Yeah, I don't get why Square Enix would stick lookouts in places where you need to be absolutely perfect with your jump. And I never did figure out that one in Kugane either. Yeah, I could tell it was going to be short. You guys probably could be watching better stuff than this, like the Major League Baseball Home Run Derby or something. Yeah, you'd probably find that more entertaining than what I'm trying to do right now. Nope, I felt it right away, like, I jumped too soon. Because, yeah, now I'm starting to doubt and second guess. But yeah, I've got to get up there somehow. A little long and a little too far to the right. Well, Home Run Derby is always enjoyable. In fact, they're repeating a system that they used in the previous few years, where they do it now as a time trial. Ah! I hit him with my face! I hit it with my face. Even though it's the most popular sport in Japan. I already get the feeling I'm never gonna land this. But yeah, I've never known a Japanese person who doesn't like baseball. I guess you're the first. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more try. Nope. Just in my face. Fine. Fine, game. Also, the Aethernet shard's over there. Yeah, now we can finally go up to the top and use the Aetherite Plaza's shard. I mean, geez. Like, I'm so used to using it. Alright. Now, I'll keep trying it off camera. Alright, so now it's time for us to resume with the main story, with all the side quests done here in Yulmore for now. So let's return on over to Alpha Node to take on the level 78 main story quest entitled The Ladder. Alpha Node's eyes glisten with joy.
The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, Shinji.
Alright. Okay, so off we go to right. Yeah, I need to drink water so much. But yeah, seriously, talking for 9 hours a day for 10 days straight, from early access all through way through to yesterday, definitely took its toll on my throat. Yeah, talking for 90 hours. Yeah, that'll do a number on anyone's throat. Yeah, especially if you have to talk for a living, like if you work on a call center or something. Then again, I never answer anyone from a call center because 99% of the calls that I get are from call centers. And heck, even the Nuzzes are over here. Well, we did find out that, or the Chais are here because Nuz actually runs the Stoneworks company that used to be in business, so he's having a look over here along with his wife. Shinji, dost thou see yonder pair of talos? Indeed I do. For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Ishtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, will attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we will prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Alright then. My thanks, Shinji. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray say if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our calls. Alright. Combat may be required along the way, so let's go ahead and take care of that at least. Alright, so we're literally going to the opposite side. Yeah, meanwhile, there's still all this area to check out as well. And I mean a lot of area, including an aetheryte we haven't reached yet. Yeah, it's amazing I could guide the map and look all over that while driving blindly, in essence. So down we go. And find Irvith. Hello there, sir. Hello there, sinner. Haven't you seen you around here before? Use the gate tunnel, I'll take it. If you need lumber for a shock, you've come to the right place. We can do it for the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. Well, actually, we do need lumber, but not for that cause. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. And what would that be? I've just finished taking stock of a supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying around the yard, but most of it is kept here in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grithel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes. Okay. Take stock of the supply of lumber at the shipyard. What you learn can be reviewed in your key items. Alright, so speak with Grithel. Yeah, because he wanted us to do that. Taking stuff for Earth, I thought you. What do we got for us? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. None of those were rotted though, so we tossed them out. So it'd be 59. Oh, Griffin, another load's just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one's damaged. It's only good for killing now. Alright, so we're up to 71. Right then, bring the good ones here, and be sure to let Irvath know as well. Alright, working on 71. How many planks does that make now? I know. You're writing down those numbers anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. Yeah, you jot down details of the conversation. Okay, so we've got 71 so far. Check to make sure nothing's down there. And nothing's on the other side, so it looks all clear. Alright, there's a lumber stack over here. What do we got? How much are we adding? You count 11 planks in the stack. So So we're up to 82. Okay, we're at 82. Okay, nothing over here. We can run down this if we want. Let's see if there's any lumber in the back. But there's none. Okay. Are there any back here in the corner? Or are there, more specifically, any at the top? Indeed there are. And so, let's have a look at this. There's not just one stack, but two. You count 24 planks in the stack. Total number 106. Alright, let's give it to Irvith. Hey man, we're back. Done are you? So how many planks did you count? 106. Hi, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep. But it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? Well, we did tell you, but you didn't believe us. You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us both work. We're shipwrights with no ship to build, only sharks. While it's living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge? You reckon he might be the likes of us barging in on his project? He won't mind or he would welcome the help. Yeah, he'd welcome the help, I'm sure. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with the lumber you need. Excellent. What was she right about? Once you accumulate the 30-minute penalty still? Like, even though the trust system would be in effect, wouldn't you still be assessed the 30-minute penalty? Because, yeah, you are abandoning a dungeon without vote abandoning on it. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Indeed we did. Well, well, to secure not only the material but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt that aught but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward toward journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. And hopefully not a pain in my gut. Because, yeah, we're still worried about what could happen to us when we absorb the final Lightworn's light. So let's go ahead and speak with Oriange to take on the next level 78 main story quest entitled The View from Above. Oriange is wearing a pensive look. Ah, but prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain detached from the land as it is. Yeah. For the present, 'twould appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst taketh thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Alright then. Wait for the work to be completed. Yeah, fair enough. Hey Jashirka, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. But yeah, that does seem kind of cheesy though, to do it that way there, Shima. I guess it's just the completionist in me. And so, sometime later, helps a lot of it. Yeah, Alphino is directing traffic, so is Alice. We saw Reen taking notes. Dolly is on cloud 9.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Yeah, believe it or not, Emmett. Are you gonna give everyone a hard time here? As you always do?
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
Well, I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald.
Yeah, of course, for someone like you.
But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace.
Semblance?
This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones. A difficult feat to achieve.
Well, yeah, there's a reason why that is. But yeah, the conquered don't let themselves get taken down so easily.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it.
Yeah. Everyone's doing their thing. Of course, you're doing yours. And so, there they go.
Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
Well, given how emotionless you sound.
Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common.
Well, you're kind of describing us, too. Although you don't see it.
There was Amarok. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Yeah. Is this story going anywhere?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world.
Yeah. So you're gonna tell me there's more?
But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask.
What's that?
How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
We haven't reached that point yet.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting.
Oh, I know that he'll show his face before long.
I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I mean, it is someone who's mysterious, who's trying to get us to do what he wants. And then we have you, someone who's also mysterious, who also wants us to get him to do what he wants.
I never doubted you for a moment.
Sounds like we're all good to go. Yeah. Hey, Talos, get back on your feet. Oh, Nuz, you already gave it your all here.
It's alive.
Oh, hey, Albert. Yeah, you're the person I wanted to see.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now.
But now?
I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett's cell. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Oh, hey, you two.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
Excellent.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
I think we'll be fine. Yeah, let's do it.
That's the spirit. Come on, then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us.
Yeah, look at them all cheering us on.
Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word. The silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
Yeah, Ardbert, come on. Quit hiding on us, man.
No one but me remembers that day.
And away they go. Going up.
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Yeah, we're finally getting to check out the second half of Calusia. And so now the music has changed somewhat. Yeah, it's now back over to the more in battle music. Hey, Alphanode. And here we are, finally at the top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Alphanode, Shinji, come up here! There's something I need you to see! Oh, what's going on? What could this be about? I don't know, but let's find out. What's got Alice's attention? And where do we have to stand in order to see the attention that she's seeing? Yeah, probably gotta come all the way to the top. Yeah, come on, let me through.
There's a village, Shinji, over to the northeast.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So there is. Yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long been since abandoned. Nor I. But that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Shinji.
Alright. Search the area for the mysterious person. Yes, it won't be around here, so we probably have to jump over this. Oh, really? Oh, trolls, all of you. Yeah, it's like, just let me walk over. Alright, they're gonna be down here. Probably not. They're probably even higher up, if there's a higher up. Alright, so yeah, there is a higher up. Including a spot to do a lookout from. Boom, 172.5. Stay near her? Oh, there is a spot. Thanks for catching that for me there, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. So yeah, but we gotta look for them out in the wilderness. To see if they're here close by. Yes, right here. Well, it's actually the creature stares at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious person I say saw. Are they higher? Okay, I can't pan higher. Okay. Down here. Yeah. I think I've seen you before. You located the mysterious person. However, it seems he has likewise spotted you and hurries back to the village. Yeah, so as we continue looking... Yeah, that's how we were found.
There's someone right, and they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate?
Alright then.
I'm curious too, I must admit. And I dare say we have a bit of time while the others ascend.
Don't worry, I'll defend you if I have to.
It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it is indeed inhabited.
Alright, so away we go. And rough. Yeah, now we can throw ourselves down. Also, what the heck is that? Looks like some sort of crate that's acting as a flower pot or something? Anyway, away we go. Oh, it's not where the aetherite is. Okay. So yeah, we're going over here, apparently. And there is something to knock on. Let's check it out. You hear faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge. I was about to say, do we dare kick it down? Okay, nothing from the back. I think I see something. Ah, yes. Dried victuals. Which in this case are sausage. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by your reckoning. Alright. Can we go inside here? We can indeed. This half-empty cup. The cups are half empty, or half full depending on how you see things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. Yeah, we definitely got these people spooked. Whoever they are. Alpha note?
What news, Shinji? Were you able to find anything of note?
Yeah, people are definitely still living here. Yeah, there's still people definitely living here.
Indeed. While there's no one to be seen, 'tis plain that this village is anything but abandoned.
Yeah, they're probably all scared of us.
If the villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they're doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do?
Good question. And as we mull over it, yeah, who's gonna come and shout us out?
I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life?
Yeah, this should be... Yeah, quite a while back, actually. Hello there.
You're Tristor, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered! Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you. Bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places.
But how'd you make it up here?
But we could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore.
Yeah, I bet there was a few of them.
As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led right to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate until Mont Gorg broke away from the earth. Then just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives.
Yeah. Not yawning now.
But I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here?
Indeed. Yeah, let's explain it to you.
So Vorthri is a Sin Eater and he's fled to Mount Gorg. 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristor. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vorthri, we must find a way to reach Mount Gorg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest.
Thank you so much. Alright, so at least we know that there's someone here who we recognize, and that's important. Yeah, I guess now the next question is going to be when we have new side quests to take on anyway, so yeah. I ultimately want to get up here. So I'm gonna... Well, before we do that though, obviously the main quest is going to take us that direction, but we're going to go ahead and take a quick break before we do the side quests that have spawned here in Amity. Yeah, it's not the right time for me to be yawning. Especially since we're nowhere near an aetheryte. And we don't even know if we can use the one that's where we've found it. That's in the next town over. Alright, so just Chanel until the audio card does its thing. But yeah, I can't be yawning tonight, especially since I have a busy evening ahead of me after I do the stream. But I'm not sure if I want to do one more episode or 2 more episodes to record. Yeah, especially since I do need to get this next episode for what I've already got all recorded, rendered and put up onto YouTube, because it's going to take about 2 hours because it's rather long. Because it's from the back from the point when we had the climax with Alice over in Emerang. And that was a relatively long episode. So yeah, I might make this my last episode of the night before I get back to business that I need to be getting back to. Alright, so we have the main quest available with Alice, but we're going to go ahead and start taking on the various side quests that have spawned here in and around Amity. So let's start by going over to the right here to speak with this Restless Hunter to take on their quest entitled Sisterly Concern. The Restless Hunter is scanning the horizon.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a tall, skinny human girl on your travels?
I'm afraid I haven't.
No? Do you think you might lend a hand in finding her then? She has a terrible habit of wandering away when left to her own devices. She's not the safest pastime when you consider the wildlife around here. I'll start looking near the ladder, but it would make me feel better if I knew someone was searching along the cliff at the same time. Would you do that for me?
Alright.
Thank you. I've seen her walk off to the southeast before, so you might want to try that way first. If you do, please send her back to Amity.
So we're looking for a lanky lass, huh? Well, let's see just how lanky she is. Oh, and this is a proper path made of cobblestone. I might as well keep revealing the map as much as we can. Also, there's iguanas over here too, and she's under attack by a Talos that is not part of ours. Yeah. Hey, you. So they're gonna keep the Novaura battle theme going whenever we're not in a settlement. Okay. Yeah, I guess the time for subtlety is done. Are you finding them in weird spots? Is this person? Hello there. Yeah, we're here to help.
Oh, thank you, who are you?
Alright.
Ah, sent you to find me, did he? My little brother lives down there, you see, and this place offers the best view of Gate Town.
It certainly does, doesn't it?
I wanted us to leave together, to give up on being chosen, but he'd become obsessed with the idea of Yulmore, and when I heard about the fighting and such, I got so worried.
Yeah, and then of course if you're paying up higher, you get Yulmore itself. But yeah, let's keep the focus on Gate Town here.
And now here I am, causing the same kind of worry for my neighbors. My apologies. I'll be more careful in the future.
And so back we go. Alright. So, yeah, of course, since we don't have access to an Aetherite over in Amity, we gotta drive back. And watch out for those Talos. Yeah, we'll get on back to town. And give the good news to the hunter.
My friend came back safe and sound, saying how she was saved by a stranger. I assume that was you. She seemed less brooding than usual. What did you two talk about?
Well, if you must know.
I never knew she had a brother. Many here have lost their families. Maybe that's why she thought to keep it secret. But now that things in Yulmore have changed, we shouldn't have to creep around the lowlands like thieves anymore. She'll be able to visit her brother openly. No more stealing away to peer over cliffs. Who knows, maybe I'll even go along. She might need company on the road, and what else are friends for? I think I'll have a word with her right now. Thank you again, sir.
You got it. So away she goes. And then we'll go ahead and move on to Grawley to take on his quest entitled Supplying Estimates. Grawley needs estimates, and he needs them. And I want them now. Listen, friend, I've run off my feet here. I need someone to take care of our stock of our remaining food stores, and you just volunteered. Now, everything this village needs to survive is hauled up from the lowlands, and if matters don't settle down soon, well, I won't be surprised when Wright and Stilltide began hoarding goods instead of selling them, not unless it's for an outrageous price. Anyway, that's enough speculation. I need estimates, accurate estimates, mind you, from them in what's in charge of our edibles, grains, grog, and meats. Off you hop. Alright. If that's what it takes, we'll speak with Walmet first. What do you need?
Well, I'd say we have more than enough dried meat to go around. There was peril in the hunt, but the haul was plentiful.
Yeah. Her name makes me think of Walmart. In actuality. What that? Oh, Polly inside. I was about to say, you better be in here, Zoomy Shy.
We put a good dent in the liquor we got from the dwarves, so we might have to make do with water at some point. At least we have a fresh source with the river nearby.
Yeah. Speaking of the dwarves, we haven't seen them yet. Where are they? I mean, this deep in and we haven't found them yet? And finally, the grainkeeper. Hello there, sir. Crawley wants an estimate? Well, you can tell him not bloody much. We'll need to think of something comes to running low on both grain and beans. Alright. Hey, Grawley. So where do we stand? Here's where you stand. Yeah, got what you need? Grain is a problem then. I'll see if we can't trade our surplus meat and right for a few sacks of barley and the like. That will get us through for the moment, but we'll need to come up with a long-term plan. Yeah, you probably need to resort to your own agriculture. Well, I'll think of something. Thanks for doing the legwork, friend. Say, have you ever considered taking up work as a quartermaster? Probably not, but I'll go ahead and take your experience skill plus our first level 78 headpiece. Yeah, I was wondering when we would get to see a 78. Yeah, I've been waiting and waiting, and now we finally have one. A Dwarven Mythal Helm of Maiming. Given that it's Dwarven, is this even going to fit me? So, Determination Skill Speed against Determination and more Skill Speed. Okay. Alright, so not much point in getting an improvement, because, yeah, the differences are very small. So now let's head over for the last side quest with Silgren to take on his quest entitled Good Honest Dirt. Silgren is looking for a second opinion.
Greetings, stranger, and well met.
They say folk often don't go out of their way to visit Amity. Me, though, I came here with a mind to raise crops. What, you don't think a man could farm this land? Well, you seem like a well-traveled lad. Why don't you head on over to my field back there and take a look for yourself? I'd be curious to know what you think of my chances are of taming this barren soil. Inspect dirt mounds, huh? Alright, then we will inspect them. Yeah, we're going in between these two. Here they are. Yeah, right alongside the cliffs. Alright, it's hardened and cracked. Bone dry. A tiny sprout has emerged, but it's already beginning to wilt. Yeah, so far, not good. Even weeds refuse to grow here. And they grow pretty deep, too. Nothing seems to be growing here. So yeah, that sounds like he's got complete squat. Yeah, you should probably take better care of that stuff, sir. Because, yeah, so far you're batting 0. So what did you think of my crop? To the which I say, what crop? Oh, one of the seeds has sprouted? That's wonderful news. I had no such luck with my previous attempt. Yeah, I guess he'll even take the minor victories. Ah, even a small victory like that is worthy of celebration. It brings me one step closer to turning my little plot into the farmer's field I now dream of. A dream some will say will never come true, and yet scratching here in the dirt has already brought me even more fulfillment than I ever felt from the empty life I lived in Yulmore. Not that I wasn't terrified when they first kicked me out of the gate, mind you, exiled over some petty disagreement and destitute for but the few pieces of jewelry I concealed upon my person. Oh, you're one of those people. The sale of these trinkets brought in some meager wealth, which has largely gone towards my agricultural endeavor. Thus, should my crops fail to produce a harvest and my funds are depleted, I should be left with nothing in this world. I've never felt so alive. Here, friend, a few coins for your services. We're gonna... Nope. I was wondering, are we gonna continue on with what he's doing? Because, yeah, it would seem like one of those quests where you would continue to follow the plot along, but clearly not the case. So, let's move on back over to Alice to take on the level 78 main story quest entitled In Mount Golg's Shadow. Alice is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that often knows safe from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Shinji and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. And so, away we go. Alright, time to take a trip once again on the cobblestone path. But gotta avoid those enemies, though. Alright, Alice. The path diverges. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you'll be so kind as to head west. We can each meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then. Yeah, if you're encouraging me to go left, that means that we're likely going to end up going closer and closer towards the settlements. Which will be awesome. So yeah, reveal a little more of the map. And I see some purple smoke here, and that can only mean one thing. Yeah, we got a Sin Eater to combat. Yeah, I'm gonna take you down so badly. Yeah, you're now stunned. And just by getting away from you, I revealed more of the map. I love how that works. Yeah, everything we got. And nearly 30,000 points for the crit hit. Alright, we gotta go to the right now, so we're going a little bit off the beaten path. Well, actually, this is still a path. Alright, let's check it out. And now it's 2 of them. Yeah, one of them is called Forgiven Thievery. Yeah, let's see why that is. Yeah, come on over if you're not afraid. And one to finish you off. Yeah, that Sin Eater, the Venery, almost looked like a female Aura. Maybe it was. Alright, and continue north. Alright, so I'm gonna skip by you. Wow, I gotta say, you certainly covered a lot of ground. And also, what the heck is that? Looks like a pile of grasshoppers or something? Alright, I'll say. Yeah, as we look at Mount Gulg, standing at its base.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few Sin Eaters out there.
Ah, we did too. Yeah, you weren't alone.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are.
Sounds about right. Yeah, let's have a look.
Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Of course.
If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many Sin Eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb.
Yeah, because we still need to figure out, because yeah, we can get close to it, but we're still have to figure out how to get up to it because of how it's separated from the land.
But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of things that fly, why do those look like Magitech?
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Yeah. Those were yours, Urianger? Or more specifically, the
Urianger.
Exarch brought them here.
And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
That's a good question.
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes.
Oh, you do you?
I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
So you got sick of just chilling out in your tower, huh? You got sick of being in the ocular? And damn, that's a lot of Sin Eaters. Yeah, they easily destroyed the Magitech. Without even blinking.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at Top Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Okay. And so away they go, and we'll join them in a moment. Yeah, hopefully at some point we'll get to go towards where the Aetherite is, because that would be nice. Alright. And I'm back. And trying to avoid all the things that are flying as well. Yeah, we gotta go all the way back to where Odyssey is. I guess that's not gonna be over in Amity this time, since we're going back to the ladder. Yeah, just fell right off there. They're coming up with some very fancy names for these creatures now. Yeah, the further we go, the names are getting fancier, weirder, and everything in between. And so, back to the top run. And then we'll see where our journey is going to take us next. How'd it say?
I didn't expect to see the Chais here, though I suppose it's well within their rights.
I guess it must be somewhere over there.
At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gold. For this, we'll need to put all of our heads together.
And so we'll take our experience skill plus a new lance. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this little treasure up. We have a Dwarven Lignum Lance. We have critical hit and determination against determination and direct hit rate, so that's going to be a pass. Alright, Odyssey. Let's go ahead and take on the next level 78 main story quest entitled A Gigantic Undertaking. Odyssey would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone. Ah, yeah, there they are. They're the Chais.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthri's winged devils.
Pretty much.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmor's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Yes, we all pondered this dilemma.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
Oh, so soon? Oh, hold on.
The lady may well have the right of it.
What do you mean?
Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain.
And how are we going to do that?
In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
Can we find one such as that?
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required.
What do you mean reducing?
Wait, what am I thinking? we would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of time.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
How would we do that?
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Listen,
Then I
everyone's
shall return
going...
to Calusia.
We're already in Calusia, Alpha Node. Or maybe you forgot.
From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
So here's where all of our previous
anything
contacts
else
are
you
coming
need?
into good use.
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
And what about you, Oriange?
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. They are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief.
Yeah, we gotta worry about that.
That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium. With thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners?
Yeah. One of the rare instances where networking actually pays off.
But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand.
More or less.
Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Do you want the long version? Yeah, I think he's overwhelmed by what he's seeing here. Adventures of no import. The artist Alpha Node and his assistants. I love that one. Let's go with that one. The artist Alpha Node and his assistants. And we're even raising our hand to say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dearest, have you forgotten already? Alfino told us that when we first met.
Actually, that may not have been... never mind.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, wow.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival.
Yeah, better get ready, Nuzzy.
Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Go get them. Bring them all over here.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Probably not his conscience, though. Yeah, because he still seems very, very reluctant to go through with this. Yeah, he seems very, very reluctant. Yeah, come on, Nuzzy, back on your feet. Have the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? I think so. Before I can even attempt to design anything, I need intimate knowledge of the land,
the knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives there.
Actually, there is.
What? A village of Yomoran exiles? Also, hello to my sister Dragoon. Well, those cunt people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have.
Yeah. He's really having a hard time coping with this.
Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Shinji. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants more confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you the Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You need to find some way to stoke the fires of his motivation, awaken his sense of daring.
Choose words that will best encourage China's. In order to succeed, you must lift his spirits sufficiently during the conversation. Oh, great. Yeah, encourage China's. Duty commenced. He's plagued with self-doubt. What will we tell him?
I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's even dreamed of it.
After no one struggled to collect firewood, Dahlia is counting on you as well. You're a genius, you can do this. Well, he did say he doesn't respond well to obvious praise. So yeah, say Dahlia is counting on you as well.
I know, you need hardly tell me that. Do you think I'd disappoint her if I could help it?
He's plagued with self-doubt still.
But regardless of my own feelings, I can't do a darn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not barely likely to give it. Tristel's among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us.
You don't know until you apologize. I'll come with you. Or don't worry, he'll forgive you for sure. Things won't improve by themselves. You have to take the first step. Not sure I want to go about this.
I know. Unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together. Even if they hurl stones at me, perhaps it's worth trying to apologize.
But he still harbors some misgivings.
But what then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building on such an enormous Talos is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even if by some miracle the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones, they think the plan's absurd. I think it's absurd.
It's less absurd than the change that's come to Umor, or we liberated a castle with a strategy that many would call absurd, or everything touched turns to gold. No one knows your plan. We liberated a castle with the strategy that many would call absurd.
Well now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Her own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe as it stands, a better chance of success for it.
And now he's feeling somewhat optimistic.
But be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. Imagine for a moment that if we fail to reach 4-3 and only succeed in provoking him, in his fury he may well unleash his hordes of Vitas and will meet a horrible end.
Then we'll go together. I'll protect you, I'll protect everyone. Or we could build Talos for battle. I really don't know how to go about this. Yeah, I think he's already feeling daunted already by having to build one Talos.
I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. But very well, you've made your conviction clear, and I'm assured in spite of myself, I won't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly if nothing else.
China's is burning with motivation now. What, do we still have to talk to him? Nope, we're done. We're good. Yeah. Let it all out!
Yes, yes, by the gods I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself.
Ah. Yeah. Glad we can point you in the right direction.
Right, let's head to Amity and sleep with the villagers. With Tristal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore.
Yeah, she's not gonna leave your side.
No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea, and after all, I don't think I have what it takes.
Like, already? Man, you lost that in a hurry.
Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if it's something that's been done before, then it can most assuredly be done again by our own hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think?
And he proceeds to laugh.
Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. But what is man, if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams, my friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet no, they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believe lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, maybe that was the little extra push we needed.
Come, darling. Like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos.
Come on there, big man.
And you shall be, my dear. I would have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity.
And also, well done on that obscene damage.
I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go meet up with them. Alright, so the quest would end here. Yeah, also I realized that now that I'm at level 78, I have yet to take the required level 78 side quests with Lurik. But we'll save that till tomorrow. We'll save that till tomorrow because I want to get this quest complete. Like I said, the next video for the Heaven's Ward Let's Play is going to take about 2 hours to render. So I'm going to be up well past midnight in order to make sure that it gets done so that I can upload it before I leave for work tomorrow. Hey, Tristal.
Yeah. You! You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Gulg by means of a Talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is, you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignore my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You are every right to be upset. Voth is not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what will become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know that we now know that what we did to you, to fool many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry.
Yeah, what do you have to say in response, Tristal?
I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you, once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please, see our friends to Mount Golg.
Awesome. You have my word.
I'll set to work on the design at once. Want you to have nothing to show for the others when they return with their help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building. Nay, the history of all mankind. But rest assured this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver.
Looks like we're going in the right direction here. So we'll go ahead and take our experience skill and a chess piece.
Oh, Wicked White!
Oh, what happened?
Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that we had all that was required. But I forgot about one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life.
Yeah, ether?
Yeah. The heart? That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the ore with which to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing life to a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament.
And so that will be taken care of for tomorrow. But before we go off the air tonight, like I said, we need to go over to this Aether right here, just so that we don't have to spend a whole ton of time having to go all the way back up the ladder again from right. So yeah, there is the settlement that we have yet to officially progress in as far as the story is concerned, but we need to put convenience first for ourselves. Yeah, this is an instance where it has to take priority, and hopefully the gates are open and I can walk right in. Oh, there are a whole bunch of people standing at the gate. And holy cow, we finally found the dwarf settlement. Yeah, took us long enough. Yeah, I was thinking we'd probably have to go underground to find it. But yeah, at least now we know where we are. So eventually at some point we count on these dwarves to finally point us in the right direction so that we can continue on with getting this Talos built. So yeah, it may be sooner rather than later, but we'll have to find out tomorrow. So as for me, of course, not only will we do this, but we also need to do the required level 78 side quests with Lurik again. And we'll make sure we do that tomorrow. And, of course, seeing what else needs to be done in preparation for getting this giant Talos to bring down this massive mountain. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. And I'll see you guys back here again as we continue on with the main story tomorrow night. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.